Some lady called DCFS and
What?
and kind of made some claims that you had a child that accidentally shot themselves.
Absolutely not.
No, it sounds crazy to me too.
That's Sushi Staples, a mom from Illinois caught on body camera denying she has a son. The problem? She's lying.
Man, this is crazy. I don't know. I think I'm being framed.
I'll lay out the entire sad story that includes the death of Staples' 10-year-old son. Thanks for joining me for Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. The case of Sushi Staples and the accidental shooting death of her son Zion is so incredibly sad. Staples is serving a 2-year prison sentence for Zion's death. She pleaded guilty to hiding his body in a trash can for 8 months. But Staples actually wants out of prison early. I'll have more on that in a bit. The investigation into Sushi Staples started back on July 25th of 2023 in Rock Island, Illinois. Police received information from a woman who had known Staples for many years.
At first it was just like a regular phone call, like how you been doing and stuff like that. And then I heard her like crying a little bit. And I asked her, I said, "What's wrong?" And she just stated to me that Christmas will never be the same again. She then stated to me, I said, "Why? What happened?" And she was like hesitant to bring it out and tell me. She then told me that her son she was gone from the house, and she told me that her son had shot himself.
And who do you know her son as?
Zion.
Okay.
That friend of Staples told police that she confessed to hiding Zion's body.
She stated that he shot himself. At the time, he was 9 years old. I said, "What do you mean he shot himself? I asked her some questions like, how did he get a gun? Like, how did that happen?" She explained to me that she had just stepped out to run some errands, and she received a call from her daughter Serenity saying that Zion was gone. And she said, "What do you mean gone?" She said, "Why is he gone? Is he outside? Tell him to get back in the house." But she told me before she left, he kept saying that how he missed his dad or something like that. And he was crying because he felt like he missed his dad or something like that, she had stated to me. Then she said that Serenity said, "No, he's on the floor. He's bleeding everywhere." She feared that they would take her kids away, and she was scared to lose everything. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she said she still had him there. She told me she purchased a burning barrel from Home Depot or something like that you burn leaves and stuff in, and she stored them in that. I'm like, "What?" And she said, yeah, he was stored in that in her basement. She said she tried to set him on fire.
Now, after hearing this, Rock Island police, of course, went to Staples' home to investigate, and she put on quite a show. Take a look.
You miss Staples?
Yes, how can I help you?
So we got kind of a weird phone call. Do you know Latricia?
No.
No.
I don't know anybody out here.
Some lady called DCFS and
What?
And kind of made some claims that you had a child that accidentally shot themselves.
Absolutely not.
No, it sounds crazy to me too. That's what.
I am so sorry about this. My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. I have went down to Rock Island and filed a police report on her.
Okay.
I have went and put a restraining order on her.
What's her name?
Her name is Tony. This girl is never in it. She has so many different Facebook pages she stalks me from. She has made up different names, called me from different numbers. I have changed my number, tried to do everything I can.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can never seem to get them served because they're always bouncing around in the Chicago area.
Oh, okay. They're not even down here.
They're not even out here.
Staples insisted she did not have a son and was indignant that police were even questioning her. Here's more of the exchange.
You guys only have girls?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4. Do you want to see them?
No. They said it was a son. I was just curious if that's even true.
It's not.
Okay.
It's a never-ending story with these two.
like I said, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but we get a call, no matter how crazy it sounds, we still got to come up and see if there's any truth.
And this is crazy.
It is.
This is very crazy.
Okay.
I have been living here for 6 years. My neighbors have never had a complaint. Don't you think if my neighbors would have heard something like that, they would have made a call or said something to somebody?
I would believe so, yeah.
Just think about it. It don't make no kind of sense. This girl is psycho.
Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out of here?
No, you need a search warrant to do that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not about to have my rights violated because someone makes your heinous allegations like this.
I know. Like I said, it sounded crazy to me too. I'm just up here seeing if, we have to investigate it.
Now, police obviously didn't buy what Staples was selling. They had received a call about a child who hadn't been seen in many months.
Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my lawyer. Can I see the warrant before we walk any further?
Okay. We have a valid search warrant.
I want to take just a short break from this Sushi Staples body camera video to tell you about something that can help you learn more about the people in your life and the people who might be living right next door to you. It's called truthfinder.com. Truthfinder is one of the largest public record search services in the world. Truthfinder has just one goal: to help you and me learn the truth about the people in our lives. Log on to truthfinder.com and put in a name. Within minutes, maybe even seconds, you will get reports that include phone numbers, addresses, friends, family, criminal records, and more. It would also show you sex offender statuses for people who may live in your neighborhood. The cases I cover make it incredibly clear that you have to do everything you can in your power to keep you and your loved ones safe. So right now, Law and Crime Body Cam viewers can get 50% off of confidential background reports at truthfinder.com/LCBodyCam and access information about almost anybody. So just log on and give it a try. Police returned the next day with a search warrant in hand. Staples, of course, told them that's what they needed to do if they wanted to look inside her home.
Okay, I'm scared to death because I don't know what's going on.
And so the reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had, okay? The officers came out and talked to you last night, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion?
No.
Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone.
Staples had an answer for everything. Police informed her that the Department of Children and Family Services in Chicago had contact with her children, including Zion. Staples again blamed her ex's girlfriend, who she called a stalker.
You filed for public aid. You got your daughter.
Gotten benefits since I was in Chicago, so I'm not sure. I told you my identity was stolen. Mm-hmm. My taxes were illegally filed. I went through a whole thing with the IRS. That was not me.
But who was this Zion that was interviewed by DCFS up in Chicago, right in the presence of all your other children?
There was no one interviewed.
Staples.
No one was interviewed. Where did you say someone named Zion Staples was interviewed?
It was
because the call was made about my son Kentrell by his father.
Yes.
It was never made about a Zion Staples.
But when they went there
DCFS did a report.
The only child that they spoke to, because it was regarding him, had frequent visitors. We had kids in the neighborhood come over.
So
some of those kids that were implicated were not, in fact, our children. They were there.
So you're saying there was a kid in your apartment that was not your kid, named Zion?
I didn't say his name was Zion. No.
Well, somewhere here we've got to clear this up with this Zion Staples.
The detectives then confronted Staples about information they had received and the fact that she had texted someone about the police approaching her the night before.
After that officer left last night, you texted this person and was talking to him.
Pictures of now.
Well, we have to take pictures of the whole house and then we'll search, just to show that we're not like breaking stuff and everything else
We're
like
not
that.
destroying your place.
So you were pissed off that the officers were here, and then you.
I didn't know who it was because I thought it was this girl that found my number again because nobody has my number. So I thought it was her harassing me again. That's why I told the officer last night.
Who did you text? And
I thought it was Tony. Catch a break from this.
because we have the whole text thread between you two right after the officers left.
It's pretty personal to each other too. Like you guys very well know each other.
But I thought
It's talking about somebody's daughter. It's talking about it's going back and
because
forth.
people are shitty. They say crap about your kids for what?
But you guys know each other. It's not a random just I'm texting a stranger getting mad. It's you two know each other.
You know what? People come after me all the time, and these are the same people I lend my hand to. I've paid for lawyers for people. I've helped people do things. So people envy you all the time. What can you do about it?
Eventually, police told Staples she was going to jail.
Turn around for me.
Oh, no. I'm going to jail. What am I going to jail for? What have I done?
You just admitted to fraud.
So now you're going to railroad me on fraud?
Railroad you what? We're trying to figure out where your kid is.
My
You're
kid.
saying that he doesn't
You're
exist.
saying my kid. So now you're trying to railroad me.
Railroad you what? You did
Your
this to
officer
yourself.
just said he didn't. I didn't get any benefits though. I didn't file any IRS returns.
You're in
If you
possession
go
of
look-
false documentation, and you already said that you signed up and have them for financial aid.
But I didn't. That's what I told you.
Police searched Staples' house extensively, going from room to room, and then Staples was taken to jail. She was charged with several felonies, including concealment of a death, obstruction of justice, and failure to report the death of a child. Police found Zion's body in a metal trash can in Staples' home. He was wearing Spider-Man pajamas. The coroner determined he died from a gunshot wound, likely suffered in December of 2022. Detectives also interviewed Staples' hairdresser, who offered some information. This past February, Sushi Staples was sentenced to 2 years in prison and 6 months of probation after pleading guilty to one charge. Last month, she asked the judge to reconsider her sentence because she is a first-time offender and she claims she had ineffective assistance of counsel. No decision has been made on her request just yet. She's scheduled to be released from prison in January. And that's it for this edition of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you back here next time.